Okay, so welcome back, or welcome for the first time to my channel. And today I'm working on my December bullet journal setup. First thing I'm doing here is drawing a wreath for my quote page. And I kept it pretty simple this month. Didn't do anything too extreme, too much drawing. I'm going to use a stamp for my quote. Do some simple doodles. And I actually didn't have enough pages, so I just taped some in, which doesn't look all that pretty, but I just felt like I wanted to keep the whole year in one book. And so I did it anyways. And that's okay. And I got a couple candy canes on. And I got a couple of holly bunches, berries and leaves. Like I said, not too hard. I did pre-draw, but it was mostly freehanding over top of the spot, going quickly. I do want to fill that out a little bit more though. So that's a stamp set from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to color it in with my Stampin' Write markers so that I can do the quote in different colors. And I can just do the tip, use the tip to color in small spots and not get it on the rest of the stamp. So I can stamp it all at once and have it in different colors at the same time. I'm pretty sure I used basic black, real red, and garden green. I did a little huff on the stamp to make it damp again. It didn't turn out that great. I could have done better, but that's okay. Then I'm going to flip over for my calendar at a glance, the month at a glance. Do the usual size of, I think, 5x5 boxes. Do pretty much the same way I wrote the title page of December at the top. My monthly plan written in there. Oh, I'm wearing my Jack Skellington shirt. See, I did this quite a while ago. Near Halloween. So I planned ahead. So I wanted to start writing things in. There's my Stampin' Write marker again. They were pretty nice to use because they didn't bleed through the page too badly. And then I'm using a different color of the Stampin' Write marker called Old Olive. I'm kind of running out of ink in my real red though, so I might have to go over it with another darker pen. And I decided to do a Christmas tree in the big space on the side there, with a couple of presents underneath. It's a little bit too perfect. And I don't mean that it's perfect, I mean that it's a little bit too straight lines. A little too measured. Not very tree-like. It's kind of like how I would draw trees when I was a little kid. And that's okay. Oh, there we go, Jessica. Move it into the screen so that we can see what you're doing. Yeah. I'm just having fun coloring and not worrying too much about the realism of it. Gotta get rid of all those pencil lines if I can. Put in some tinsel on the tree. I think I spent more time trying to figure out what patterns to put on these ornaments than I did in the whole other parts. Well, I do other ornaments, so there's those two. Not necessarily the traditional Christmas colors, but I just wanted to do some stuff that would stand out from the green. And I do have a whole rainbow of colors available, but it's not endless. They don't necessarily go together. I like decorating. I don't think most people started decorating earlier than usual this year. I know as soon as Halloween ended, some people were like, okay, it's Christmas time now. I wasn't quite that fast, because I like Halloween so much. I still have some of my Halloween decorations out. On the inside of my house, not the outside of my house. But I have done most of my Christmas shopping, and I have some Christmas decorations starting to get ready. I gotta make my cards, my Christmas cards. I gotta wrap and mail some stuff that needs to be mailed. So this is my usual meal planner, my check for my vitamins, my self-care, my exercise, Again, my little 5x5 boxes to write my daily meals or my meal plan, whichever one I do. I actually finally decided to go for HelloFresh after hearing about it for so long, and I do like it. I do enjoy not having to think of every single meal. I get a bit bored of making the same thing all the time, and it's nice to have a couple different ingredients once in a while. I am a picky eater, so I don't like every single choice, but there's always enough choices, and my kids are enjoying it too. They're nice, they're flavorful, they're easy to do. And not so much planning and thinking on my part, which is nice. So here's where it starts to get a little bit funky. I'm at the back of my book now. Got my notes page where I'll put like little wish lists, little reminders, and I got a decoration there. And then the page where I'll write my online orders in to keep track of them, what I ordered and when I get them, and that I do get them. And so you see this lovely blue tape that I stuck in. It's like painter's tape to add some extra pages at the back, which looks absolutely ridiculous. I do decide to change it a little bit, as you'll see at the end, but I have my arts and crafts, my cleaning, my reading log, and my TV log here, so I'm just going to decorate it a little bit more. I like these little ornaments that I put at the top. I was debating between stamping more stuff, because I have little ornament stamps and things like that. Little pine leaves and pine cones, branches and stuff like that, which I could have stamped in. But I decided to go and do some simple doodles here again. I had to glue the dotted page on the back of that blank page because I didn't have any more dotted pages, as I said, in the book, so I glued that one down and then taped the rest in so that they could turn. I just took them out of my other dotted notebook that I did some planning for the year in. My pre-plan before I did the official journal. I was a little bit crazy that way, I guess. Pre-plan the plan and then plan it again. So I got a little branch going across with some little lights on there. Randomly colored. And a simple little striped stocking at the bottom. I think what I'll do for next year is take some of these sections out that I generally don't use or I forget to use. Or I've doubled up on in some cases. So week 1. Wanted to do some little ornaments for the days, and what I decided to do is make myself a little stencil, I guess. So I have an ornament punch that I can make ornament shapes with, and so I punch the ornament out of a piece of paper and then I use that to draw the ornament in. And I did 2 different ones. Use the negative space rather than using the actual ornament that I punched out of the paper, and make it even thicker by adding more layers of paper, which would have been fine too, but simple dividing it up, 4 days on one page and 3 days on the other page. I don't know how many spaces I put in between each one. Like 10, I think, maybe? 8 or 10? Then I did on the next one, long days down the page. 3 days on the first side and 4 days on the next side with a little shortened Saturday and Sunday. And I decided I didn't need all that space for writing anyways. There was too much blank space at the bottom. And I did some presents along the bottom. Fun little boxes. I'd already forgotten what day I was on. Same color scheme. Got your normal Christmas colors, and then I threw in a couple extra colors just to be different. Since I've smudged, I guess you can't write on that tape very well. I smudged my week 2. You see there, water-based dye ink markers, so maybe that's why it doesn't stay. They're not as permanent, as solid as Sharpies are, I guess. But it's nice that they don't bleed through the page. Those are bells on that yellow box, in case you couldn't tell what they are. Oh boy. Yes. Lovely. Very cutie cutie. And for week 3, I had the same sort of idea, but I used much bigger ornaments that I have not a punch for, but a die cut for. So I had to run those through the die cutting machine to use those ones as a stencil. And I used 2 different types again. They're quite large, these ones, so I had to sort of fit them on carefully, turn them in different directions to get them in there for the, especially for the 4 on the other page. I like these ornament designs though. An easy way to get your line nice. Oh, look at me now, I'm wearing a skeleton onesie. I got my Halloween nails on. Forget what I did sometimes when I'm watching it back again, doing my voiceover. Week 4, same thing again with the small ornaments. Pretty close to the same thing. Not identical. Christmas week. It's coming so fast. Hard to believe it's almost the end of the year. And Christmas is on the weekend this year. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. And week 5, which includes New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So I did a little glass of bubbly, even though I won't be drinking any bubbly, but I thought it was kind of cute anyways. Why not? Just some standard, almost boxes, not quite boxes. To fill in the rest. Here's a walkthrough in the right direction. I did also add a little gift tracker at the very back. You see I put red over top of the blue because I thought it would match better and wouldn't stand out as much, and I think it helped. It doesn't look as odd anymore, according to me. So I hope you enjoyed my video and you continue to join me for other videos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to. Come back anytime. Bye-bye.